I'm Fred Davies with the Wholesome Life, and today's discussion is about 21 adaptogen plants. These are plants that help with stress and do much, much more. The Merriam-Webster dictionary definition says that these plants contain a non-toxic substance, plant extract. I don't use extracts, I use whole plants, that is held or believed to increase the body's ability to resist the damaging effects of stress and promote or restore normal physiological functioning. So these plants, all of them, the reason they're in this group is because they fight stress. But each one of them help to restore normal body function in different ways. These 21 plants are from such different areas and backgrounds, but they have really powerful properties to help your body tolerate more stress. They've been used in so many ways for Olympic training, for overcoming challenges with different functions of the body. And I'm going to go through just some of those today as summarized in a book that is written by David Winston and Stephen Mames, called Adaptogens Herbs for Strength, Stamina, and Stress Relief. They did a wonderful job of summarizing those plants, and then I took their summary and made it even shorter into a simple spreadsheet, which I'll be going through one step at a time to give you the specific plants to muscle test on. Right now, you've been learning a lot about combinations of plants and single plants and what their properties are and how they can make a huge difference in your life. Dr. Christopher's combinations is one of those I've focused on, one of the herbalists that I've focused on, because they work. He was inspired to make them so they worked in the body, and they work for so many different people. Now, with your tool of muscle testing, you can actually test which ones are exactly the perfect fit for you. And Dr. Christopher's combinations of formulas do contain some adaptogens. And I invite you, as you learn this, think about your needs or maybe the needs of a loved one that you can use your muscle testing on to see if one or more of these plants may be helpful in what you're doing. Learning what adaptogens act on what systems of your body will give you lots of new options to muscle test for to really make a difference for you. So in these 21 plants, each one has properties that benefit a specific function or organ or gland or system of the body. And this is in addition to strengthening our own ability to tolerate stress. Many of them strengthen it about 4 times our ability. In this example, if you have weak adrenals, you can look at the adaptogen plants that are known to strengthen the adrenals and use self-muscle testing to learn which ones will help your body. For example, the ones that help the adrenals are American ginseng, ashwagandha, Asian ginseng, cordyceps, dangshen, eleuthero, holy basil, jaigulan, reishi mushrooms, raponticum, rhodiola, schizandra. There's 13 of them that might help your adrenals. A few of those are actually in Dr. Christopher's combination for the adrenals. You don't have to know how to pronounce them. You just have to look at the name and ask your body when you're muscle testing to see which ones might help you. You can pause this video at any time if you hit or if you come upon an area that you need help in and you just want to spend a few minutes muscle testing if it would help your body. Next, I want to look at anxiety and antidepressants. as you probably know, the adrenals are tied to your anxiety response. And so it's no surprise that some of the same plants that help the adrenals help with anxiety, like ashwagandha or like jiaogulan or reishi. What an amazing blessing it is for us to have plants that help as antidepressants. Notice that there are 10 that help with aging. And I didn't mention while we were on the adrenals that there is adrenal modulating with 13. Some of them are different than the adrenal strengthening plants. So that may be worth testing in your adrenal area. How many are beneficial for blood pressure? Yes, you'll notice there's 5 over there because I've counted up the ones that show as beneficial for regulating blood pressure. This includes a plant called holy basil. You'll notice that some of these are useful in so many different areas. Astragalus, cordyceps, holy basil, jiaogulan, again, reishi. Wow, what a blessing there. How many are beneficial to fighting cancer? Well, as an antioxidant, starting at the bottom, notice that all 21 of them are beneficial as antioxidants. Anti-tumor, stopping tumors from growth, has a total of 17. And while we're mentioning properties, you might want to look up the discutients that actually dissolve tumors if this is something that you want. Discutients is another class or property, and there's quite a few plants in that class. Those that help to protect after or during chemo and radiation therapy are also shown, and there's 13 of those. So muscle testing on those, if you have a loved one that's going through that or you're needing those protection plants, is very, very powerful. How many are beneficial for your cardiovascular system? 12 of them, yes. Cardioprotective plants. And amazing American ginseng, amla, ashwagandha, Asian ginseng, astragalus, cordyceps, eleuthero, jiaogulan, reishi, raponticum, rhodiola, schizandra. All 12 of those are cardioprotective. Notice that the 4 that calm the central nervous system and the 4 that stimulate the central nervous system overlap, but are also different. The one that overlaps on both of those, and the reason that X is big, is because schizandra is actually more powerful, and it does both stimulate and calm the central nervous system. So that may be one that you'd want to consider first. What do you think about the 14 that reduce cholesterol? That would probably be a very good thing to check if that is an issue that you're having or that you know of a loved one having that needs to reduce their cholesterol. Do you know someone with diabetes or that has blood sugar that needs to be normalized? If you have low blood sugar, you actually need to read through each one of these and make sure they don't only drop blood sugar, because a few of them actually always normalize blood sugar, and there are a few that only drop blood sugar. So taking them if you have already low blood sugar may not be a good idea. So read through the book on those, or use your muscle testing and trust that it will help you do the right thing. Do you have digestive issues? Then the 11 that promote digestive health And the 12 that increase your energy and enhance your digestion may be helpful to you. There are 4 that help with eyesight, including amla, eleuthero, lycium, and schizandra. Look at all of those that help with the immune system. And licorice both modulates and stimulates the immune system, as does astragalus. Maybe you remember Dr. Christopher's ImmuCalm formula has astragalus in it, which calms down the immune system or stimulates it depending on what's needed. And it has marshmallow to calm the tissue in the body and nourish it. I wonder if adding licorice to that formula would help to calm the immune system also and be beneficial for you. What about the liver? Protecting our liver, our mega detoxification station, has 12 that will help in that one. Amla, astragalus, cordyceps, guduchi, heixiao wu or faux tea, holy basil, licorice, lycium, reishi, raponticum, and schizandra. I'm jumping over the musculoskeletal, but there's 13 there. But look at mind-body-spirit connection with those 4. Maybe that would be helpful for some people. 2 large X's show up in the male reproductive area with ashwagandha and lycium of the 9 that are shown for male reproductive health. For female reproductive and menopausal health, there's 5 and 6, which can be added to many other plants that help with the female reproductive system in Dr. Christopher's, or the singles that we know about that are called chaste tree berries, or several others. I'm jumping over the 8 that talk about the benefits to the skin, hair, and nails. If that's something you need, you might want to muscle test for those. Look at those that help with sleep and normalizing the circadian rhythms. Quite a few of them overlap each other, don't they? Like American ginseng, eleuthero, jiagulan, and raponticum. But look at all the overlap that you can test for in that area. Again, as noted, all of them work on stress. Hypothyroidism, low-functioning thyroid, is benefited by ashwagandha, holy basil, and rhodiola. That may be very helpful to some people. And the kidney and urinary area has 13, 5 of the adaptogens act as diuretics. And 14 help with weight management. What an amazing blessing that is. Notice the safety stars that are rated 2, 2.5, or 3, 3 being the best. All of them are good. Your muscle testing is probably more effective in the safety star area. If you need to know which ones interact with drugs, you'll want to dig into the book. The page numbers are there, and it shows what the drug interactions might be. I do recommend that you read the book Adaptogens Herbs for Strength, Stamina, and Stress Relief, and learn more about it as you learn about your journey in making your body well using plants and nutrition. I hope you have fun with it, and we'll talk to you next time.